Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Well, if you know the answer to that question, that's probably the reason why you're watching this video. Today, we're taking a look at the collaboration between SPINNAKER and SpongeBob SquarePants. I have one hands-on to show you guys. This is the SpongeBob version, so the SpongeBob yellow, and it's not going to be for everyone. In fact, this is only going to be really for fans of SpongeBob SquarePants because this watch is SpongeBob. There are tons of details in these watches and of course 3 other characters from the cartoons. However, if you're wearing this watch, you need to be a fan of SpongeBob because really there's no other reason why you would want to wear this watch. So without further ado, let's take a look hands-on at SpongeBob Yellow from the recent SPINNAKER SpongeBob SquarePants collaboration. So you might love this watch, you might hate this watch. I think it's really dependent on whether or not you like SpongeBob SquarePants, because obviously this is a limited edition SpongeBob SquarePants watch that is in collaboration with SPINNAKER. They came out with 4 different versions. Mr. Krabs Red, this is the SpongeBob Yellow, then you have Squidward Green and Patrick Pink. They are all sold out on their website already. So obviously that means they are very popular watches, or at least very popular with people who like SpongeBob SquarePants. Maybe you're like me, your kids like SpongeBob SquarePants. I watch it with them very often because it's kind of a funny cartoon. You know, I do like it. I have to say, I'm a little embarrassed, but I do like SpongeBob SquarePants. And I'm really happy to actually have the SpongeBob SquarePants version, the SpongeBob Yellow, because it's my favorite character. So this is a 300-meter dive watch, and they did a collaboration with SPINNAKER, and they chose the Haas as the base for this collaboration because a 300-meter dive watch. You're getting a lot of SpongeBob SquarePants elements here. They were not shy about that. So the dial, SpongeBob SquarePants face, right there. You have hands that are pretty much like, other hands that you would get from SPINNAKER. You have a little lollipop on the second hand, which is in that SpongeBob blue. You have a chapter ring that's in that same color. You have right at the bottom, it says limited edition. Then you have a date window that's a little bit special. It's color matched as well, but there's a black surround and the date is sideways. It looks really good. You have applied indices. Those are very liberally applied with lume. We'll do a lume shot towards the end. It says SPINNAKER at the top of the dial, and then at the bottom of the dial, right below SpongeBob's chin, it says 300 meters because this is a 300-meter dive watch. It's 43 millimeters in diameter. You have a 14.2 millimeter thickness, I believe, and you have a little slightly raised sapphire crystal as well. So it's on the thicker side, but you are getting 300 meters of water resistance and a 50 millimeter lug to lug, 7.2 millimeters on the crown, screwed-in crown, and of course a screwed-in case back. The case back is also special because it is a limited edition SpongeBob SquarePants watch, so they took the chance and put some special engravings on the back of the case as well, and I'll show you that in just a second. 120 click bezel on here. It is very, very tight, as the Haas always is, but very nice clicks, sounds really nice, just on the tighter side of most bezels, I would say. I'm not sure if the bezel is actually lumed, and you do get, I believe, a sapphire bezel. However, if I'm wrong, I will put that down in the description below. You do get sapphire crystal with AR coating on here, sort of a split bezel. You have a 60-minute counter on the bezel. And then it says, you never really know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory. And what they did is they used script that is very SpongeBob SquarePants looking, and even the numerals and everything, it looks like the SpongeBob SquarePants type font. So everything here screams SpongeBob SquarePants, except for the bracelet. The bracelet is basically a standard bracelet from SPINNAKER. You're getting polishing down the middle, and then you have these H links, very big, chunky H links and center links are very chunky as well. The H's are brushed. Then you have a typical micro brand buckle that is signed Spinnaker, no SpongeBob SquarePants anywhere on the bracelet itself. You have the case back. Of course, you have Spinnaker and SpongeBob SquarePants on there. I don't know if it says the number that it is limited to, but this is limited to 300 pieces. You have a signed crown. You have the Spinnaker logo on there, brushed sides, a line of polish on the top of the case. You have a brushed bezel. There are notches in the bezel. And then again, that bezel is bicolored, yellow, SpongeBob yellow, and then of course, black. This is powered by an NH35 and it is coming in at $445. I think all the versions came in at $445 and you're getting a pretty nice package for that. You're getting a dive case or dive style case, you know, one of those tight boxes that they send for dive watches that has SpongeBob all over it. It also comes with an extra strap. That is a yellow strap for this watch. I think they're all color matched to the dial. So when you throw it on the strap, and I'll throw a picture of this watch on the strap, it is very bright and it looks a lot more like a SpongeBob watch. Even though it already looked like a SpongeBob watch, it looks even more like a SpongeBob watch, which is kind of funny. On my wrist today, I have the Flyboy from Aviate. This is their newest GMT. It's a GMT World Timer automatic from the Flyboy collection from Aviate. I love this watch. It is so cool. And this is under $300, coming in at $276. Video for this dropping very soon, so stay tuned. Just another really great watch from Aviate. And there it is on my 7.5 inch wrist. This is the SpongeBob SquarePants collaboration with Spinnaker, limited to 300 pieces. This is a 43 millimeter, 300 meter dive watch with a 14.2 millimeter thickness, a 50 millimeter lug to lug. So that is including the bracelet. On a bracelet or a strap, it wears like a 50 millimeter lug to lug watch. So there you go. I have a 7.5 inch wrist. I don't think it looks enormous on my wrist. It looks like a 43 millimeter dive watch. And again, you have to like SpongeBob if you're going to like this watch, and obviously you have to be a fan. Otherwise, you may not really understand why there's a face on this watch. Well, I feel like they took full advantage of this collaboration. That doesn't often happen. The bezel is loomed. That chapter ring is completely loomed. All of the indices are loomed. All of the hands are loomed. The second hand, the lollipop, is loomed. The SpongeBob face is also loomed. Even his mouth is loomed. So inside his mouth is loomed. His teeth are loomed. The bubbles on the dial are loomed. So lots of loom going into this dial. It is incredible. And this is obviously, if you're a fan of SpongeBob, this is a lot of fun when you go into a dark place coming in from the light. This is going to be obviously very, very bright and fun and something to talk about. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I'll put a link to these watches anyway down in the description. If you're interested in checking them out, definitely check out their website. If you're interested in the Aviate that I had on my wrist, I'll put a link to that watch down in the description below as well. That's on their website and currently available. So definitely check them out if you're interested. Definitely check out these watches if you're interested in SpongeBob, and maybe you want to just check them out to see the other watches that they were also offering in this collaboration. Like I said, these are unfortunately sold out, but very, very cool watches, and hopefully they do this again. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. You can see the loom really hanging on that dial. The bezel, not so much, but the dial is very bright and hanging on really, really well. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.